Hey Wagwan guys, welcome to another video. This one is for my B2B folks, the ones that are using Go High Level, the agency folks. This one is for you. I am running my agency right now and I came across an issue that I think is super urgent that you might be experiencing too. It has to do with emails, and you know I'm big on email deliverability here. So I am going to show you what I am doing to fix my newsletter email deliverability that had my open rates. I know open rates is a vanity metric. Don't say nothing, but I do know my delivery sucked before I had implemented this warm-up tool for my Go High Level emails. All right, you might be experiencing the same thing. So let me dive right into it and we can talk a little bit more. All right, this is my Go High Level, and I set up multiple subdomains with this Go High Level. Why? Simply because I want to divvy up my newsletter emails, and then also maybe my automation emails and things of that nature. So if you don't know, you can set up multiple subdomains within your Go High Level. You have a subdomain that is a sender domain. So a subdomain is like a subset of your root domain. So if I have a domain that is test or at test.com or just test.com, my root domain will be test.test.com. That makes sense. That's the subdomain, and that kind of just lives under your root domain, and it has like its own set of rules for the most part. It does inherit a couple of rules from your root domain, but think of it just like as a child of your parent, right? And then you have your sender domain, which is basically the domain that you're using to send emails to. I have multiple of those, and the reason why you will want multiple again is because you might need to send a domain specifically to a group of people, and then you might want to have a sender domain for client communications and things of that nature. In my case, that's what I wanted. That way I can kind of like control deliverability. If I have bad deliverability in one area, then I can prevent it affecting maybe my client communications. Just something to consider. All right, cool. So I have these three, I have four really, and I set it up and my deliverability sucked, man. Like it sucked badly. I was running a Google ad or Facebook ad, and I was getting people in via a lead magnet to sign up for my newsletter. And yeah, I had them in like a 30-day flow. I had them in a nice 30-day flow. Mwah, mwah. And legit, I kid you not, people were signing up, but I noticed my open rates were low. I had like a low click-through rate too. So I'm like, man, what is going on? I'm looking at this warm-up progress and I'm like, nah, man, I thought they would be warming up automatically. No. So in Go High Level, you actually have to be sending out emails for it to warm. And I hate it. This warm-up system is not good. I'm thankful I looked in the feature request for Go High Level, and they are implementing a warm-up feature, a better warm-up feature here in Go High Level, hopefully in the next couple of months. But in the meantime, you have to use a third-party tool. That third-party tool is what I'm about to show you. It's called Warmy, all right? And before I go in to talk a little bit more about Warmy, you need to know why you need to warm up your email. Your sender email, to be specific. Your sender email, which is your sender domain. Same thing. I use them interchangeably. You need to warm up your sender email or your sender subdomain, because in order to land in the inbox, in order to place in the inbox, you need to show good deliverability rates. You need to show the servers like a Google, like an Outlook, like a Yahoo, that you're wanted. And in order to show that you're wanted, you need to have a warm up in place. Omnisend, if you're a B2B, or excuse me, a B2C e-commerce brand watching this video, you understand that Omnisend has a warm-up feature within there. They have that warm-up feature because the goal is to land in people's inbox. These servers, Google, Outlook, Microsoft, they're improving and trying to filter out all these bad actors as we're growing and getting better in technology, because people are starting to automate too much. And so they're going to come out with new policies every single week, every single month that we have to stay on top of. And the number one way to stay on top of that is to warm up your email inbox. Whether you're in B2C, whether you're in B2B, you have to warm up. Whether you're in cold email or warm email, I realize you have to warm up. So I pay for this here. Their pricing plans are actually kind of steep. I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm not sponsored by these guys, but maybe I should be. Maybe I should get a affiliate link. Stay tuned on that. But anyway, if you go to your dashboard here, the thing about these guys, which makes them special, which why I had to go to them, is the fact that you are allowed to hook up your Go High Level inbox to them. Go High Level, let's go to our domains here. So this is my subdomain. As you can see here, it allows me to have my subdomain. It has a mailbox. All right. Look at how bad that deliverability rate was. All right. That's how it is, actually. It was worse before I hooked it up here. But I didn't know because Go High Level doesn't have a great mailbox system, right, of warm-up. I connected it. I went here. Let's click this. It's loading. All right. You can see here it says 100, but it's still loading. My SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. As you know, if you watch any of my previous videos, I'll have it above. You need to know your infrastructure, which is your DMARC, DKIM, and SPF in reverse order. You need to set those up. All right. But the reason why I went here with these guys is because let me go in here into my domains. When we go into domains and we try to add a mailbox here, here's the thing. Here's the one of the things. I can send a high volume of email inboxes per day. If you're going to be building your lists in Go High Level or anywhere else you're having your newsletter, you're probably in the way of sending 2,000 emails a day, 5,000 emails a day if you're trying to be as big as I am trying to be, which is, you know, I have an email list of 10,000 people or 5,000 people. I'm not there yet. I'm at a couple of hundred. But you as a B2B agency owner or a B2C agency owner who has maybe a newsletter list, you know you might need to send out 1,000, 2,000 at any given time. So this is a way where I haven't seen anywhere else in the market to warm up your emails to kind of emulate that, to make sure that you are landing in the inbox. Okay, so that's the number one reason why, is that they have the threshold where you can start sending that out as many. The number two reason is, which is actually just as important. Let me go here, go into my email inbox, click this. Let's go to settings, or no, let's go to reconnect. All right, here's the thing. So you can set up your SMTP, right? So if you're in Go High Level, I'll make a whole tutorial on this. Lee Jun Jae actually made a tutorial on this, and shout out to him because he helped me figure out some things with that. But you can set up your SMTP just to be here. You don't have to set up IMAP. So you might be wondering, what is SMTP? I might be butchering this, but this is like a mail protocol. Don't know the acronym off my heart. Probably have it somewhere in this video, but it's basically a mail protocol that says we can send emails on your behalf. You're telling the server we can send emails on your behalf. Okay? So Google has its own SMTP. It's basically saying we're sending mail on behalf of Google. Google is allowed to send mail on behalf of this domain. All right? But then IMAP. I forgot what IMAP means, but IMAP essentially allows you to receive mail. It's a mailbox. You can receive mail. With Go High Level in the sender domains, it's only SMTP. It's only you're sending email. All right, you're only sending email with those domains that you set up, those subdomains. That was the problem I ran into, was that you need to have just SMTP. You don't need to have IMAP. The other mailbox tools that I noticed that I was trying to do warm up with that might have been cheaper than Warmy, you needed to have IMAP. Like, so I have Smartly for my cold email, and I was trying to like skirt the system and have my sender domain set up on my Smartly, but you can't do that because Smartly, you have to have IMAP too, which again allows them to send mail to warm up your mailbox. No, I just need to warm up my sending. I don't need to warm up my receiving. So that is the second biggest thing on why like I chose Warmy. It's not because it's like, you know, they're the best or anything. Don't get me wrong. I think they are the best, but I also believe that they have the best features. They have the features that allow you to do what you need. So when I started this just a couple of days ago, I was at 50% deliverability. That was shit. Then you keep growing. Like now it's starting to improve. It was one bad day here, but today, which is the day I'm recording this, now it's starting to be positive. Now it's over, what is that? Like over 75% deliverability. Perfect. So now I'm on if I click here, or if I go to settings, my warm-up rate, you can see here I can choose how I want it to warm up. So now I can go all the way down into slow mode, which I'm sending around 300 to get me around 300 per day. Don't get me wrong, I'm not sending around 300 per day. If I'm running a newsletter, it might be like, depending on my newsletter list size, it's going to be probably 2 to 3 times a week. But I do have an automation and a crazy 30-day flow I'm throwing them into just for 30 days. If I start turning up my ads to $1,000 a day just to get people into my ecosystem, I might be having 300 people sign up in any given day. I need that. So I want this in fast mode simply because I fell behind. I was running ads and I'm not even going to save that. I was running ads, I was having people in my system, but it was going to trash and spam. If you were having that same issue, please sign up for Warmy. It doesn't even have to be the craziest plan. I signed up for the monthly plan for the business, just so I can like have my emails at the top. I really recommend this only because you can do the warm-up topic, which I really want to do. As you can see here, I don't get that right now. So as I start to grow and expand, I will be going here. Like if you're just starting out, just do this. Just do a starter plan. Just get your sender domain and your Go High Level set up and connect that, and you're good to go. And here I'll run another video on how to set up your sender domain. That way you can get your SMTP settings. That way you can set it up with Warmy. I'll do another video with that, but also you can go check out Legion J. He has a video on it too as well. So I hope you guys are having a good day. If you guys need your deliverability hooked up, my team will go and do this for you. Just click the link below, share this with a friend who is doing B2B sales, who might own an agency, and who might owns Go High Level, any type of CRM system that they own a newsletter and they have to improve their deliverability, or might need to prevent themselves from having bad deliverability. If that's a friend of yours, or if that's you, hit the like button, share with a friend, subscribe. I will see you in the next video, and as always, stay safe and stay dangerous.